Hey, how we going, guys? Mick here from Not Cartel, back with another Kick-Ass beer review. This beer was donated by the one and only Daniel Footloose Law, aka Kudos Brewing. Was up his way on the weekend doing some work, and which happens once a month now. Had some home brews to give to him, so he dropped in to pick those up and gave me this beer to try. It's a sellout beer, very hard to get hold of from what I'm reading at the moment. It is the Mountain Culture ex Balter Brewing Company collaboration beer, I guess you could say. It's their bucket full of nothing. 2.2 standard drinks, 7.5% ABV. Daniel tells me these are excuse me, they're very well priced at the local Uncle Dan's compared to other suppliers. I think it was exclusively sold through old Uncle Dan's there, and that might just be 100% exactly what's happened. From what I know, it's distributed only through those guys. That's what Daniel's telling me. I've done a little bit of research in that time. Looks like it certainly was only distributed through the local Dan's. Also, when it went through Gabs, the actual Balter keg blew out within 10 minutes, is what I'm reading online as well. So it must have been quite popular, so I'm very eager to give this a try, and Daniel's also eager for me to give it a try as well, and give my thoughts on this actual beer. So the can statement goes: what do you get when you pour all hops into the brew? A bucket full of nothing and a beer full of flavour. This double hazy is a collab between Balter and Mountain Culture, bursting with hops, delivering flavours of aromas: pineapple, strawberry, bubblegum, guava, musk and orange notes. Sounds insane but tastes incredible. Get some colour in your gullet before this limited edition beer disappears once again. So a certified independent jumping on board with a CUB the Sassy Beverages buyout company, but the thing is, they're a Balter. Nothing's changed for me. Nothing's changed with a lot of those ones that are selling out. So why not keep on drinking those beers anyway? Relatively fresh. It is packed on the 29th of the 7th, 22. Best before the 29th of the 1st, 23. So it is giving itself 6 months. So generally something like this I'd say 3 months, but anyway, let's get on with it. Bucket full of nothing. It's the Hazy double IPA. So just reading a little bit here on was written by Crafty Pint. Shout out to those guys at Crafty Pint as well. They've written pretty much what's on the can statement, but they've added their little bit of I'll just see if I am reading the right one. Yes, it does say within 10 minutes their keg blew out at Gabs. Sydney Gabs of all places, sold out, blew out within 10 minutes. So anyway, in my trusty Hoppy Days Brewing Supplies, wow, the aroma coming off this, really good. Looking forward to it, like I said. Wow, yeah, I'm getting big guava and bubblegum straight off the bat there. That is quite intense. The bubblegum, strawberry, guava, that is definitely some of the descriptors I like in a hazy, particular double IPA or a New England IPA. Those sorts of things come across very, very great mouthfeel, great complexity, and when you say the word bubblegums, you expect something quite chewy across the palate as well. So it's something that's supposed to last and savour quite easily across that palate. Look at that, he's hazy. Definitely got that double IPA look about it. Bit of piff there. That sort of bubblegum guava strawberry has sort of disappeared, I guess, off into the atmosphere, just slightly, ever so slightly. It's there, but the pithiness is coming across a lot more, so that is quite common. So if I dig really deep, I'm getting that bubblegum, I'm getting that juicy fruit, I'm getting sort of slightly milky, creamy, oaty sort of aroma as well. So I'm guessing this is going to have some really good balance across the malt with the hops. And anyway, dive in. Now I'm getting used to that first sip being a small one. Just watching a couple of videos recently on the best way to go about doing tastings on particular beers, and it's always to go in with a small sip and allow it to coat the palate, and then go in for another one, make it a slightly bigger one, and then the palate's adjusted and you start to get some of those truer flavours coming through. The bubblegum, the strawberry, the guava. The guava is really pronounced in this one, I find, most definitely. And fresh guava. It reminds me of the guava that I've walked past a guava tree up in Queensland on the kid's auntie's property, and wanting to know where that smell is actually coming from. And it's quite common for the bats to hang around too and chew through those fruits, but and the rats as well. But there's this pungency that comes off the guava tree. I'm pretty sure it was there. It was also, I think, custard apple, also the same, but I'm pretty sure guava was the one that was drifting through the air quite a bit. That's what I'm getting. It's creamy, it's pithy, it's got the bubblegum, it's chewy like I said it should be. The bubblegum, the strawberry, the guava. That musky flavour they're talking about, like a musk flavour they're talking about, is probably something quite associated with guava as well. That's the sort of complexity, like the smell that comes across off a guava tree when it's in fruit and quite ripe. Yes, an orange notes, like I said, it's more of that pithy sort of orange, slight breakfast juice sort of thing going on with it, and that's definitely a nice beer for sure. So they spoke about this. So there was a few breweries that they wanted to get on board with, and it was Mountain Culture and Balter that sort of had the idea when they come together they would brew this particular style, being the hazy, particularly a double IPA. They've done quite well with that. That is towards the pointy end of the double IPAs that I've had. They're a bit more of that balance, but the intensity of fruit, the intensity of the hop descriptors, and play really well with the base recipe. Not an easy style to get right, as most even professional breweries would know that beating oxidization, and particularly getting things into cans, can be a little bit tricky as well. Larger scale, not so tricky. Smaller scale, very tricky. Cheers.